Hey friends, kicking off this video for days in my life. It is a Monday and we're already halfway through the day. Kicked off the day with some reports that I needed to work on and some meetings. Just taking a quick lunch break. And then I think I've got another big meeting this afternoon. But the plan is for tonight, Andrew and I are planning on doing a total body workout. And then we're also gonna watch Below Deck, which I am very excited for, especially because it's Below Deck Med. Out of all of the Below Decks, Below Deck Med just hits different. It's honestly, I love Captain Sandy. The past couple days, we've also been watching my parents' dog, and she will be with us for the next couple days as well. But Ro has been thoroughly enjoying having a buddy to play with the last couple days. But I am gonna head back and get started on a few more things for the end of the day, or before the end of the day, and then it'll be Below Deck night. Yeah, so it'll be good. Hello. I think where I left off was this afternoon. I ended up working a little bit later than I usually do. But I was able to get something that I've been trying to get done, so it's nice that that's done. And then Andrew and I went and did a full body strength workout, which this one was really hard. We do all of our strength workouts through Apple Fitness, and this one was not only like strength but also like focusing on balance and flexibility. It was just really hard. And I still feel like I'm catching my breath. Yeah, so we did a strength workout, and so I have done one of my strength workouts, so I just need one more this week to meet my goal. Oh, and another goal that I accomplished today, which has been really hard, is I actually got up at 6 a.m. and I read my Bible, and I did it outside, and it was so nice. So that was a good way to start the morning. But now I'm gonna go make myself dinner. Andrew and I are doing separate dinners tonight. We're just doing leftovers. So he's doing his leftover pizza, and we also have leftover burgers. So I'm gonna, I think, make myself a burger. So I don't think I checked in at all today. It's been a hectic day to say the least. I went into the office and it was go, go, go. So there was literally no time. And then on top of it, you just got a pretty little headache. Andrew very sweetly asked me if I had enough water. Yes, I did definitely have enough water. I love that he makes sure that I'm getting my H2O intake. But I think it's probably just a stress headache. Andrew and I made some dinner and we just kind of hung out. And then we went for a nice long walk. It's crazy. Like, I did take an Advil before we went for a walk, but also just going on a walk helped my head so much. So I hope it stays that way for the rest of the night. Sometimes it can happen where I'll like work out, feel better, and then it comes back. So hopefully it stays that way. I don't know if we're gonna watch any shows tonight, but honestly, I think we're just thinking low-key. I know Andrew had a rough day too, so I think we're just here for the chill evening. Good morning, it is a new day. I have two cute little dogs with me here. Good morning. Anyways, yesterday was a busy day, and it was just one of those days where, I guess I don't know how much I said. I'm forgetting what I said yesterday. It was just one of those days where it felt like everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong. So we're starting off fresh today, and if you hear Ro in the background, she is doing, I don't know what to even call that. So we're starting off fresh today. I was able to go outside this morning and read my Bible, which I already feel like, okay, like it was a good like chance to like take a deep breath, reset, like spend some time with God. Today will be a good day. It was also nice weather-wise. It's really nice out right now. So it was nice to be able to get outside a little bit before the work day. I was looking at I think it was my Apple Health app, and it was telling me the other day that I had only been outside for 7 minutes, like the entire day. I'm sure it's somehow like through my watch or whatever, but I was like, that is really bad. Like, that's bad. So I think it's good. Like, I'm gonna be spending the time reading, and if it's nice out, I might as well be outside as well. So hopefully then I can get a little bit more sunshine in, because once the work day kicks off, it's obviously a little bit harder to get outside besides after work. So work today, I'm hoping, I think it should be fine. I don't think it would be that bad. And then later tonight, Miss Doji goes home. My parents come home. Yeah, you get to go see Mom and Dad. You excited? Yeah, you'll be so excited. So I'll have to go drop her off then. And then I'm also gonna try and edit a video that I filmed this past weekend. So, and that'll be for the books that I recommend, like summer reads that I recommend for 2024. So I'm excited for that. That being said, I should probably get started with the day with these two crazy dogs. So my parents' dog and our dog are sisters, so they're in the same litter. They just go, like, they literally do fight like sisters. Like, it seems so aggressive, but like, we've asked the vet, we've asked the trainer, and they're like, no, this is just normal behavior. But at least they tire each other out, because I have a feeling they're both starting to get a little bit quiet now. So I think it might be time for a morning nap, which is ideal for me. So anyways, let's get started for the day. Say bye to your sister. Say bye-bye. Bye. So I just got back from dropping Ms. Doji off with my grandparents. They're gonna watch her until my parents come back from their trip. But I have to say, I was able to chat with my grandparents a little bit tonight, which is, it's always just fun to catch up with them. And it's nice that they live with my parents. So it's easy to be able to just stop in and say hi. But anyways, I was talking with them today, and my grandpa was in the den, and he was sorting through his books, and I'm just like, he is the OG. Like, he's always loved to read, but he is like the OG in my mind, my OG bookworm. Like, I constantly think of my grandpa reading. Even on our wedding day, Andrew and I's wedding day, with all the chaos, we were getting ready at their house. But even with all the chaos of getting ready at their house, my grandpa's in the den reading a book. Anyways, while I was there, he was sorting through some of the books that he needs to give away. And he gave me, I want to say it was like 10 different books to read. But I think the best part about these books is he will put down like tallies of how many times he's read the book. So I feel like it's always a pretty good indicator of like, okay, he's read this book like 3 times. This has got to be a good one. So I am excited and happy to get to add these books to my collection. There was one, The Island by Adrienne McKinty. I'm really interested in this one. It's set, it might already, I guess I don't know when this book came out, but It's at a soon-to-be Hulu series, so I think it would be fun to read the book, and then if I can find the series on Hulu, if it is already out, then go watch the series. Anyways, he gave me a ton more, and he's so sweet. He's like, yeah, when you get through all these in the week, just feel free to come back, and I've got a few more you can take. Like, if only I could read 10 books in a week. That truly would be the life. Now, I think I'm gonna try and maybe start editing a video. We'll see how far I get into it on my summer reads book recommendation video. We'll see how far I get into it tonight. Also, just got some new Amazon stuff, which I'm very excited for. One of these is this little, like, what do you call it? Like waterproof phone case things. Andrew and I are going on a trip this summer, and we'd really like the ability to take our phones on the water without like being paranoid the entire time. We have a solo stove. So we got these solo stove starter packs, and then we also got a whole thing of like literally small cut up woods, because solo stove's like a good size, which will be nice out on our deck, and you can either just light it and like have a glass of wine next to it, or maybe even s'mores. Next thing I got was some orchid mix. Kind of random, but I literally found out the other day that orchids are not supposed to be in soil. They're supposed to be an orchid mix, or like an orchid bark mix, because apparently orchids literally, I guess, grow on trees, and I don't know why I didn't know this. Anyways, so they like air. So I'm trying to figure out if I need to replant this, find a different, like, she's healthy. Like, to be honest, like the soil in this, there's like barely any, so she does breathe quite a bit. The next thing that I got is this Skin Smart antimicrobial, wow, that's hard to say. Skin Smart antimicrobial facial cleanser. I also saw this on Instagram. Basically, I've seen it where a lot of people have used it, like especially like if they're going and working out, and then they'll use it after they go to the gym, just to like a quick spray on their face. But I've also heard a lot of people use it on their chest and their back as well. And as somebody who struggles with that, just acne in general, I think this hopefully should help with that. So I'm excited to give it a try. The last thing that I got, which I'm super excited about, is a quart of Mist and Fury. I'm really excited about this. I heard, I'll talk about this in, I'm gonna talk about this in my summer reads list. But I've heard from a lot of people that they're like halfway through this book and they're like, it's even better than the first book, which I don't know how that is possible, but I'm excited for it. But like I said, she's like 624 pages. So there's a lot. But I'm so excited. Just finished up work for the day. It was another one of those days where it's just like back-to-back stuff that trying to figure out. Anyways, the day is done. And I think Andrew and I are hoping to get a workout in. So we'll see if maybe we'll do arms. I think that was the plan. Anyways, and then just low-key, we've kind of had a busy week between like having Doji here. Andrew had a few things after work too, so I think it'll be good that we just kind of have a low-key evening. Anyways, I'm trying to think what other shows are on tonight that we usually watch. I think Kardashians is out, so we'll probably watch that tonight. We've already watched Dark Matter, for the week, which that is a really good show. Highly recommend on Apple. You know what came out today? Bridgerton. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. Part 2. I haven't even watched part 1, but it's mostly because I kind of want to binge watch the entire season. And then I did get through quite a bit of editing last night too. But I think I'll probably try and do a little bit more tonight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and do a little bit more editing tonight. We'll do a workout. We've got some shows we want to watch. Andrew and I just finished an Apple arm workout and it was hard. Good, but very hard. Like even holding up my phone right now, it feels like I'm super shaky, but it's all good. It was a good workout. But now that I'm done, I do want to try this Skin Smart antimicrobial. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. I would like to try this to see if it's worth the hype. Literally today I saw a whole nother reel about how great this is. So, and apparently this is like one of the more economical ones. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday. We've made it through the week. I am so excited for the weekend. But this morning I started off, I read my Bible. I think I'm like halfway through Job right now. Very interesting book of the Bible. It's a little convicting at times reading it because you're like, for context, it's about this guy named Job who he had this wonderful life. He loved God. Basically, up in heaven, there was, I'm forgetting the name of it, but there was this creature who was up with God in heaven. And he came to God and he said, you have this person, Job, who has a bunch of things going for him. He has a beautiful family. He's got a good living. He's got a wonderful house. What if you were to take all of that away? Would he still love you? And so God allows this creature to take away Job's family, his livelihood, even his health. There's much more to the story, but Job does still love God, but he also questions God in terms of, why are all these things happening to me? I mean, even Job's friends are like, well, clearly you must have deserved this if God's allowing this to happen. And Job is innocent. God even says Job's innocent. When Job comes and questions God, God basically says, there are so many other things going on in the universe that I am also in charge of that you would never know. So now I'm to the point of the story. So then, or to backtrack, Job is then humbled and still loves God through this whole process. Will question God but still loves him through the whole process. So anyways, now I'm to the point in the book where God is going to give Job the gift of basically doubling everything that he had previous to losing it all. So I just find it a very interesting book because, I mean, it is true. Like, personally, I have my wonderful husband, I have my family that I love, I have my house, I have, you know, a job. Like, if I were to lose all of it, that would be really hard. And that is really convicting. Like, wow, would I still love God? And obviously I want to say, oh yeah, I would love God, but that would be a hard point in life. And then especially when your friends are saying, well, clearly you deserved it, but also then recognizing there's so much more going on in this world that we as humans just don't have the wisdom for. So anyways, I think it's a good book. Although a little sad, and a little convicting, and just food for thought, like thinking through these sorts of things. I'm excited for later today though, because we're gonna go celebrate my brother-in-law's birthday. We're going to the Minnesota Zoo. They have these adult nights at the zoo where they'll have like food vendors and drinks, and I think the animal exhibits are open and some live music. So it should be really fun. I've been wanting to go to one of these for a few years, but just have never had the opportunity. So it'll be a fun way to get to celebrate my brother-in-law and also get to go try something that we haven't done before. Work today should be fine. I think I've got a few meetings. I think they're mostly in the afternoon. I think I have one working session that could be up to 2 hours. So that will be a little long, but it should be good. I think I've gotten most of the stuff that I needed to get done earlier in the week, which is always a nice feeling going into the weekend. But besides those 2 meetings. Made myself a quick little lunch, leftovers from last night into some nice nachos. It kind of feels like an adult lunch bowl to me. I'm just getting around to starting to edit the Days in My Life video, and I realized that I never ended up talking about the adult, I think it's called Wild Nights at the Minnesota Zoo. Highly recommend it. It was super fun. We got there around 5:36-ish, and it went till 10 o'clock at night. But there were a ton of vendors, ton of food trucks. I got food from a food truck called K-Tall. So good. If I could find where that, I probably will try and track down where that food truck goes to next, because it was very, very good. And the best part about it was everything there is gluten-free. So, and I felt totally fine after eating it. So it was delicious, would highly recommend. But just in general, like, it was so fun. Animal exhibits were open, I think from 5 to 8. And literally everything was open for adults to just walk around. You could carry your drink with you. And they also had a silent, what is that called? Is that right? Silent dance party. So everybody is wearing like headphones, and they had like 3 different stations you could choose from. But it was like fun to look around the room and like see what people are listening to depending on what channel. It was like whatever color your headphones had turned is basically like what station you were on. So you could kind of tell, like, if you flipped through the stations, like, oh, they're listening to this song, they're listening to this song. But it was really, really fun. I would definitely go back to the zoo night, and I would also, if I ever had the opportunity to go to like a silent disco or like a silent dance party, I would also recommend doing that. But yeah, it was just a super fun night getting to celebrate my brother-in-law. But I am gonna end the video off here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in another video soon.